Glad you liked it. Let me know if you need any changes or more speeches in this style. Keep pushing forward. Everything begins in the mind. Every victory, every defeat, every breakthrough, every setback, it all starts with the way you think. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your biggest enemy. The difference, how you train it, how you feed it, how you control it. Think about it. Before any great achievement in history, there was first a thought, a belief, a vision in someone's mind. The mind has built empires, conquered mountains, created inventions that changed the course of humanity. But the same mind, if left unchecked, can destroy dreams, plant fear, and hold you captive in a prison of doubt. That is why mastering your mind is the first and most important step towards success. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you tell yourself you're weak, you will act weak. If you constantly think about problems, all you will see are problems. But if you fill your mind with strength, with resilience, with purpose, then nothing can break you. The mind is a battlefield. Every morning when you wake up, negativity will try to creep in. Fear will whisper doubts, telling you that you are not good enough, that you should give up, that success is not meant for you. But remember this, your mind does not control you. You control your mind. Train your mind the way a warrior trains for battle. Guard it against negativity. Feed it with knowledge, with wisdom, with discipline. Push it beyond its limits. Because the stronger your mind becomes, the stronger you will be in life. Most people lose before they even begin. Not because they lack talent, not because they lack opportunity, but because they have lost the battle in their minds. They let fear win. They let past failures define them. They let other people's opinions shape their self-worth. But champions think differently. They program their minds for success. They refuse to entertain self-doubt. They focus only on solutions, on growth, on progress. Your circumstances do not define you. Your mindset does. There are people who started with nothing, faced impossible odds, but because their minds were unshakable, they achieved greatness. And there are people who had every advantage, but because they were mentally weak, they never reached their full potential. The difference is not in resources, it is in the mindset. Failure, most people fear it, avoid it, and see it as the end of the road. But the truth is, failure is not your enemy. It is your greatest teacher. Every failure carries a lesson, every setback is a test, and every mistake is a stepping stone towards success. The only people who never fail are the ones who never tried, the ones who played safe, who never take risks, who never push themselves beyond their comfort zone. But those who achieve greatness understand that failure is not a dead end. It is part of the journey. Look at any successful person in history and you will see a story filled with failures. Athletes who lost for years before winning, entrepreneurs who faced bankruptcy before building empires, leaders who were rejected, ridiculed, and doubted before they proved themselves. The difference between them and everyone else, they never let failure break them. They used it as fuel. They learned, they adapted, and they came back stronger. The problem is most people take failure personally. They think failing means they are not good enough, that they don't have what it takes. But failure does not define you. How you respond to it does. You can either let it crush you, or you can use it to build yourself up. You can either see it as proof that you should quit, or as proof that you are one step closer to success. When you fail, you have two choices. Sit in self-pity or stand up and try again. Every failure gives you knowledge that success never could. It exposes your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. It humbles you so you don't become complacent. It tests your patience, your perseverance, your hunger. And if you refuse to give up, failure will shape you into someone unstoppable. The greatest mistake is not failing. The greatest mistake is fearing failure so much that you never even try. If you avoid failure, you also avoid growth. You avoid the lessons that would have made you wiser, the struggles that would have made you tougher, the challenges that would have made you stronger. So change your perspective. Stop seeing failure as something to run from. Start seeing it as a necessary part of your journey Because the truth is, every time you fail, you are still moving forward. You are still learning. You are still growing. And as long as you get back up, you are never truly defeated. Motivation is powerful. It can ignite a fire inside you, push you to take action, and make you feel unstoppable. But the problem with motivation is that it comes and goes. One day you wake up feeling inspired, ready to conquer the world. The next day, you don't feel like doing anything. This is where most people fail. They rely on motivation to carry them forward. They wait for the right mood, the right circumstances, the right spark of inspiration. But success doesn't come to those who work only when they feel like it. Success belongs to those who show up every single day, no matter what. Discipline is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It is what makes the difference between those who talk about their goals and those who achieve them. Because when motivation fades, only discipline will keep you moving forward. Discipline is doing the work when you don't feel like it. It is showing up on the hard days, on the boring days, on the days when you're tired, frustrated, and ready to quit. Think about an athlete training for a championship. They don't wake up every morning feeling motivated. They don't always feel excited to train, to push their bodies to the limit, to sacrifice comfort. But they do it anyway. Not because they feel like it, but because they are disciplined. They have trained their minds to push past feelings and focus on the goal. And that's why they succeed. Because their discipline does not waver. Discipline is a choice. It is choosing to wake up early when your body wants to sleep. It is choosing to study when your mind wants to relax. It is choosing to work on your goals when distractions are everywhere. And the more you practice discipline, the stronger it becomes. The more you push through discomfort, the more unstoppable you become. Most people wait for motivation to strike before they take action. But those who truly succeed don't wait. They act. They have routines. They build habits. They train themselves to work even when they don't feel like it. Because they know that motivation is temporary, but discipline lasts forever. The question is, are you willing to be disciplined? Are you willing to commit, to be consistent, to do what needs to be done, even when no one is watching? Because if you are, then nothing, no failure, no setback, no lack of motivation can stop you. This is the harsh truth most people don't want to hear. No one is coming to save you. Not your family, not your friends, not society, not some miracle waiting to happen. If you are sitting there waiting for someone to give you a break, waiting for life to get easier, waiting for success to just fall into your lap, you will be waiting forever. No one owes you anything. The world is not going to hand you success on a silver platter. Life doesn't care how hard your past was, how unfair things have been, or how much you wish for a better future. The only person responsible for changing your life is you. You have two choices: complain or take control. Most people choose the first option. They blame their circumstances, their upbringing, the economy, the government, their bad luck. They wait for someone to come and fix their problems. But successful people, the ones who actually change their lives, they take the second option. They stop looking for excuses and start looking for solutions. They don't wait for help. They become their own rescue. Think about this. Every successful person you admire, every champion, every leader, every self-made success story, they didn't wait for someone to save them. They took action. They built themselves up. They fought through struggles alone. And because they refused to quit, they rose above. The world is full of people who had nothing, who started at rock bottom, who faced rejection, loss, and failure. But because they refused to wait for help, because they took charge of their own destiny, they changed their lives. And if they could do it, so can you. But first, you have to stop waiting. Stop waiting for the perfect timing. Stop waiting for the right opportunity. Stop waiting for someone to recognize your potential. The moment you realize that you are the only one who can change your life, that is the moment everything shifts. You have to fight for your future. You have to create your own opportunities. You have to work when no one is watching, when no one believes in you, when no one is clapping for you. Because when you put in the work, when you stay consistent, when you push through without expecting anyone to save you, that is when you become truly unstoppable. Most people live their entire lives trapped in the same cycle, waiting, hoping, complaining. But the ones who rise, the ones who break through, are the ones who understand this truth. No one is coming. You are the hero of your own story.